Hey, it's Cakes and Shakes, and I am here with my mega bat dragon, as you all know, Cakes. And today is a very special day, and the reason it's special is very simple, folks. Today is the third part of my series on how to become rich in Adopt Me and how to become a master trader. And so the whole point of this series is I get asked every day, usually a bunch of times a day, hey, Cakes, how did you get so rich in Adopt Me? And so the purpose of the 3-video series is to show you exactly what I did to get rich, and you can do it too. It's not rocket science. It's all just hard work and just learning how to do what you need to do. So that's really it, folks. It's actually pretty simple. And this third video is actually, this is my third video in becoming a master trader. And this is all about trading strategies. So the first 2 videos, I actually showed you how to become rich, how to get pets, how to make megas, how to get, $100,000. By the way, it is a double growing weekend, which means this is a perfect time to start getting rich if you're new to Adopt Me. And so make sure you check out video number 1 and video number 2 in this series, because this will help you tremendously. But like I said, today is all about trading strategy. So how do I figure out, I love to trade, right? How do I figure out what trades I do and what trades I don't? What's going through my head? What is the rationale? And I am gonna walk you through everything, folks. So if you follow these steps, you can have the same pets that you see in the background that I have. These are all pets that I got from following these set of strategies. So make sure you follow along closely. Share this video with a friend. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, because there's so much that I love to help out with my community. And oh, by the way, just before I get started, I am doing a mega pet giveaway on July the 26th to commemorate the start of the Summer Olympics 2024. So if you're interested in winning one of my mega pets for free, go ahead and search up that video and enter, because there's still plenty of time. So let's get into it, folks. Let's get into the trading strategy. So we walked through the prerequisites of values, where you get bucks, how you get pets, all of that in my earlier videos. But the first thing we're going to talk about is always trade up. So what do I mean by that? This is principle number 1, always trade up. And the point is simply that some folks would sit there and say, hey, I want to have 45 pets in my inventory. And that's okay if you want. But if you want to get rich, trade a bunch of lower pets. So trade individual legendaries, trade individual megas for better ones. Always, always trade up. So that's my number 1 principle, right? Like, you always want to get better and better pets. So make megas, combine them, have 2 megas and trade them for 1 really good mega. Offer 15 legendaries for 1 really good legendary. Because here's the thing, folks, at the end of the day, you can only play with 1 pet at a time. So why do you need, like, if you look on my profile, let's look at my profile. I have 188 mega pets. I have over 3,000 pets in my inventory, right? Like, if we just looked at my inventory, I have so many dang pets. I can't play with most of them. So focus on one or two that you love and keep trading and have a goal in place. Like when I first started, the best pet in the game was a Mega Shadow. And so everything I did every day was, okay, I want to get a Mega Shadow. How do I get that? So I got to trade up for, first, okay, let's get some evil unicorns. Let's get some parrots. Let's get some neon frost dragons. And by the time I got a couple of individual shadows and a couple of individual bat dragons and a couple of individual parrots and a mega turtle and at the time, a mega cow. I got all these individual pets, and ultimately I just kept accumulating and accumulating them so that I could get a mega shadow. So always trade up for better and better pets. Principle number 1. Principle number 2, trade for high value pets. So what do I mean by that? I mean, when we talk high, like you'll hear the term high tier. High tier refers to these pets that you see right here. And actually, let me ever just hop over to a website that will help us with the high tier. All right, this is adoptmetradingvalues.com. High tier pets refer to these pets right here. They're the top, basically 10 pets. They're crow and above. So shadow dragon, bat dragon, giraffe, frost. I don't count the safari egg. Owl, parrot, evil unicorn, crow. Those are the high tier pets. They are always in demand. You cannot go wrong trading for a high tier pet. So I recommend if you're starting out, just trade for a bunch of high tier pets. They're always in demand. They're very rare. Most of them, all of them are actually from 2019. So they're 4 years plus old. And so if you look through my inventory, I've got a bunch of bat dragons. I have a bunch of crows. I have fewer evils just because they're lower demand. I have tons of frosts. I have several giraffes, a bunch of owls, a bunch of parrots, etc. So listen, there's a reason for that. Like when I started, you always want to trade for high tiers because these are pets that everyone else wants. So when I talk about high values, all of the pets I have here, generally, number 1, Robux pets. Number 2, the older, the better. The high tiers that we just walked through, always get those. And then if there are really preppy megas, like right now I'm making a mega balloon unicorn. Robux pet, now out of game, very preppy. That would be a great pet to trade for because it's a high value. So that would be the other tip. Let's take out Shakes for a while here, folks. So we got to switch it up. I don't want Shakes to be jealous. And if you're new to my channel is actually named after both Cakes and Shakes. Cakes is my mega bat, Shakes is my mega giraffe. So these are my 2 favorite pets, and then they are what my channel is named after. So trade for high value, trade for high tier. And I mentioned, like, the other thing you want to always do, trade for Robux pets when in doubt. People like Robux pets better than the non-Robux pets just because not everybody has Robux. And so they're rarer. So for example, I traded all these balloon unis. I didn't spend my own Robux on. I traded for them. All these candy floss, I thought they were preppy, so I traded for them. They were Robux pets. I traded for, well, at the time, these mega strawberry shortcakes. I traded for these kookaburras, Robux pets. I'm in the process of making a mega, very preppy. These mini pigs, Robux pets. I traded for them to make a mega. These peppermint penguins, I actually already made a mega. I traded it and then I traded and got one back. So the point is, I have a bunch of pets that aren't Robux. And actually, the cows might actually be one exception. They're very old, though. They're from 2019. So trade for old pets. Trade for high-tier pets. Trade for preppy pets. And so things like an African wild dog or a hot doggo, those are very preppy. They're out of game, high demand. Those are pets that you would want to trade for. So hopefully that all makes sense. Now, the other thing that I do is I try to anticipate. So look on my profile. See these? Guess what? What is common about all of these pets? They all took Robux. So I put preppy pets on my profile and trade for them and tell people that I want them because I want to make megas of those. So you'll notice there aren't any pets on here that aren't Robux. Goose, Robux. Kookaburra, Robux. Peppermint Penguin, Robux. Goat, Robux. Balloon Uni, Robux. Mini Pig, Robux. So I'm picking pets that I think are very preppy and have high value and demand that I'm gonna make megas of. And look, I'm not gonna get 10 of them in a day, but like, let's just take the goose for example. Let's check out the goose in my inventory. Goose. Okay. So you can see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus a neon, that makes 12. So I don't have enough to make a mega right now, but I'll get 4 more over the course of a couple of months because people will say, oh, I saw you were looking for a goose and they trade me. And then boom, guess what? I have enough to make a mega. So that's kind of how I think about it. I always am looking for the pets that I want to make mega because I'm not going to get them all in one day or one weekend. It's going to take me months and months to get all of these, right? So like, I got the balloon unis pretty quick, but I've made mega goats before. It took me a really long time it's been a year since the kookaburras came out. I just got my 16th one, literally a year later. So, don't be dismayed, but do use your profile to your advantage. All right, next tip. Always be increasing the value of your inventory and never do a trade that is worth less than what the value of your pets are. Now, why does that matter? Because you always want to be increasing the value of your inventory. You never want your inventory to go down. So what I recommend is, and I'm gonna just show you a website that I use all the time, which back when I first started playing, it's time for me to change. How about we change to Rainbow Skittles? This is one of my mega parrots. It's one of my favorite top 5 pets in the game. I love mega parrots so much. So I'm showing you my top 5 right now. This is probably number 3 behind Shakes and Cakes. So this is Rainbow Skittles and also one of my top favorite pets. So, all right, listen. So we're gonna hop over here to a website that I use all the time called adoptmevalues.gg. Most people call this GG all the time. I love this site because it uses frost value. So you can see a bat dragon here is worth 2.45 frosts. A neon bat dragon is worth 6.7 and a mega is worth 25.8. So as you can see, you can do that. It's got its own calculator. So if you're interested in putting your calculator in your trade to see if it's a good trade or not, it's got that. I showed you this in the last video. The thing that I love about this site is, so I told you don't want to do bad trades. You want to get good pets. Well, you always want to you can use the calculators on this site as well as Elfbred here is another site that I use a lot. So I would encourage you to use either Elfbred or GG. I use both of them. They're pretty good. They have a little bit different values. But the thing that is the best thing about GG is it tells you the demand. So, for example, the Shadow Dragon, low demand. The value has been dropping on Shadow Dragons. If I were trading for a high tier, it's still a high tier pet, but you always want to be trading for these high demand pets. Like a Frost Dragon, amazing demand. That's a good pet to trade for. An Owl, amazing demand, good pet to trade for. Parrot, high demand, good pet to trade for. And these are the high tier. Evil Unicorn, Crow, all high tier, good pets to trade for. But look, if I wanted to look at a Neon Giraffe, Wow, a neon giraffe, low demand. So that may not be the best pet to trade for. Or a shadow dragon, low demand. The neon shadow, super low. It's dropped in value in over 2 frost dragons in value. And I use something called frost values, folks, which is this numeric value for each pet. It allows you to trade and be confident in how much your pet is worth. So I do that. If that doesn't make sense, check out my video on understanding frost values, and it'll explain everything, and it'll help you. But so come to GG and understand if it's a lower value or low or high value pet. So for example, somebody offered me a mega blazing lion. It has a low demand for, I forget what they were offering me. So I sat there and said, if you go to the calculator, right? And I said, okay, it's a mega blazing lion. I wouldn't want to do this trade because it's low demand. Now, I wouldn't want to give, what would be a good example? So let's say I had a regular, and then let's see, a frost and a frost. All right, that's pretty close. So you could sit there and let's just say they threw in a turtle. All right, so they throw in a turtle, boom. And look, it says that the value is 4.52. So they're giving more value, but I'm giving the highest demand pets in the game, right? A bat dragon and 2 frosts. I would not do this trade even though it says that it's a win for me. I'm giving 4.45 and they're giving 4.52. I would not do this trade. Like, you would sit there and say, wow, that's a win trade, Cakes, you should do the trade. No, I would not do this trade because you do not want to trade high demand pets for low demand pets. You always want to trade low demand pets for high demand pets. The only way I would do this trade if it was like some massive over offer. So for example, say they were like, okay, I'm gonna give you a neon owl and my mega blazing lion for your bat dragon and 2 frosts. You'd sit there and say, wow, I'm getting 6.5 for, but basically 4.5. I'm getting a win of 2 frost dragons. I would do this trade because it's so over that I know I could get my value back and I wouldn't lose anything. But I would not do this trade if it was an exactly even from a value perspective. So the demand of the pets is super, super, super important. So make sure that you're always thinking about the demand of the pets, and you can really use GG to figure that out because it'll tell you if the pet you're trading for is high demand or low. Like, I have always wanted a mega diamond butterfly, but the value has been declining, and it used to be, it's pretty low value. Now it says it's medium. Or say you want a monkey king. Monkey kings are super low, and they've been declining in value. When a pet has low demand, the chances are the value is going to decline, and you don't want your inventory to decline. So I recommend only sticking with high demand pets. Like, if you trade for a mega cow, you're not going to lose value on that because they have always been high demand. So if you traded 0.9, who knows, maybe it'll be worth a frost dragon at some point. But if you trade for a lion, it has low demand. So you want to stay away from low demand pets unless the person is giving you just this massive over offer where you know you can make back the value. Okay, so listen, folks, those are the main tips on how to get rich. I've walked you through kind of everything that I do every day to get these pets. And it's really important that you're always increasing the value. You're looking for high tier pets. You're looking for high demand pets. And if you follow these tips, you will get rich. So I hope that you find these 3 videos helpful. If you didn't see all 3, make sure you check all 3 out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And happy trading out there. I hope this is, you guys all get rich and adopt me, because that is really the whole point of this video. So thanks for watching, and I will see all of you really soon. Bye.